Hello everyone, it is Friday, August 23rd, 2019. Of course, Wednesday was New Comic Book Day, which means right now today is New Comic Book Video Time. It was a really big week for books again, mostly on the independent side, but of course DC had the big release for Batman 77. And then I've been getting a lot of requests to show some of those pre-code books that I've been showing, or that I had shown a few months ago. And so a lot of people are asking, can you show those again? And so I am going to show some of those pre-code books. And then with Halloween season coming fast upon us, there are some new pops that came out. I'm usually not a big pop guy, the pop figures, but if it comes with anything that's to do with the horror genre or Halloween, I'm going to jump on them. So I will show you a couple that I picked up of those as well. So let's jump right into the books. First book I'm going to show from DC is Superman Year One. You know, I read the second one. The first one I wasn't impressed with. The second one I'm not impressed with. I'm expecting a little bit more, I think, from Frank Miller and Romita, but it's not coming in. So here's that there. Nothing fantastic in that book. A really cool cover, I thought, right here. This is Nightwing 63. I like this one because of the Robin symbol right there, you know, the costume. And so I picked that up. Again, this is cover purchase only for this. This is, of course, Batman number 232. These are the $3.99. These are the reprints where they reprint everything, front cover to back cover. And I really like these, and these sell really, really well. It's a way to get a high-end book without having to pay a high-end price because, you know what, I enjoy the storyline. I don't want to have to break out my copy of this book to read it. I can just buy a $3.99 facsimile version and then read it like that, so I enjoy that. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? I bought this because it's issue number 100. You can kind of see the 100 in the background. And again, there are certain issues that are, you know, iconic or, you know, really good. Of course, issue number 1 and then issue number 100 is another one of those. So I picked this up. Again, I like Scooby-Doo from the 70s anyways, so it was no brainer for me. And of course, the hot DC book this week that everybody was trying to get is Batman 77. Here's cover A. And cover B. I'm not going to tell you what happens in there, but it is a pretty big event. And I read the storyline. I like it. So pick one up if you can. And that was it as it relates to DC. So we will jump right into Marvel. Marvel Comics presents number 8. Right here. These are still selling really, really well. So I was lucky to get one of these because these were going off the shelves real quick. Guardians of the Galaxy number 8. Of course, they're doing the whole death of Rocket Raccoon. And this was an origin for Rocket Raccoon. And I really enjoyed the story. I kind of like the backstory about him. About, you know, what happened and what made him what he is. So I enjoyed this one. So you might enjoy it too if you are a Rocket Raccoon or Guardians of the Galaxy fan. From Marvel, Absolute Carnage versus Deadpool number 1. There's that there. The cover everybody was trying to get, Powers of X number 3. This was, I guess, the secret variant there. But I know that's the one everybody was looking for, so there's that. And that was it as it relates to Marvel. Again, not a real big week for Marvel DC because most of my money is being spent on independents, which I enjoy very much. Book I picked up, I ordered this, it came in. I like it. This is Calling Dr. Sham, and the way I liked it is because this kind of is a throwback of the old EC medical comics right here. I mean, there's the girl. Good news, Mrs. Crankless. The operation was a complete success. That's wonderful. Could you lock the door, doctor? So a little bit of action going to be going on there, but I saw that and I had to get it because, again, as a huge fan of the EC genre, that just reminded me of the old EC. Even their symbol up top for Source Point Press was kind of the EC style. Faithless. This is number 5. And then they come out with, like I said, with the polybagged erotic cover versions. It really wasn't nothing big the last few weeks, but this one here was a little bit more risque. Sorry if that offends anybody. That's the bag right there is what it looks like when you do the bag. From Aftershock, Bad Reception #1. From Scout Comics, Headless #1. So I have another cover of this book, but this is one that I thought was just really wicked looking. This is Vampirella #2. Of course, the real fancy cover came out, the cover everybody wanted came out. But this was another cover that came out, kind of a really cool looking, I know you see kind of like a, you know, the hockey mask back there. I just saw this, I was like, you know what, I just kind of really like that where the hockey mask has the cross cut into it. This was a no-brainer. They considered this a variant version, but it was like $1 more than the regular cover, but I was all over that when I saw it. Psycho List #1 from Black Box. A lot of people didn't order this. A lot of these books, I was the only one who ordered them. And so the comic shop that I went to pick most of these up, they had them for me right there. And then you get these in order. This is the $3.99 version of Horror Comics #2. I am enjoying this storyline. I like the character in there. He's just a really nasty type of dude as it relates to what he does to people. There was that cover there. Not going to look too good for that kid right there. And then this is the $9.99 cover, which I picked one up because I thought it was a pretty cool looking cover. There's that. Of course, it wouldn't be a video without a little Betty Page action right there. There she is. The beautiful Betty Page. I love me some Betty Page. I've said that 1,000 times. From Image #1, Pretty Violent. This was selling really, really well as well. Where is that at? Where did that go? Sorry about that. Oh, I guess I don't have it. There was 2 versions of the Zombie Tramp. Here's one of them here. Then there was another cover that I didn't grab. Really good on that. We have a couple of the Cantu. Here's a #2. I believe this was a second print #2, which it is. Second print Cantu #2. And #3. Really good story. I am really enjoying this story right there. I'm really enjoying this storyline. We have issue #2 from Image, or excuse me, issue #3 from Image Comics, Ride. Another version of Vampirella #2, right there. Here's the Virgin variant portion of the Betty Page right there. Again, never go wrong with Betty Page. Category 0, another book that I'm really enjoying, #4. This is also from Scout Comics. There's that. And cover of the week, hands down, one of the best looking covers I've seen in a very long time. And since I love vampires, this was a no-brainer. And I am sure most of you bought this book right there. Boom, there it is. That is an awesome cover right there. They had another version that was kind of a gray tone, but right there, that was the cover of the week. And then I'll show you a couple of pops I picked up. That's all I had for the books. I picked up a couple of pops because Halloween's coming up, so a lot of pops are coming in. And we have a Hannibal Lecter bloody version right there. Pennywise with balloon. See the balloon right there. And my favorite one, this is a Walgreens exclusive. Universal Monsters is coming out with 6 of these, and this was the exclusive for Dracula. Of course, a little Bela Lugosi. You never go wrong with Bela. I have him on my arm and a tattoo, and I will always buy things Bela Lugosi. So there was the pop. And like I stated before, a lot of people have been asking to see more Golden Age books, so we're going to show you some Golden Age books right here. This here from 1948, Pretty Boy Floyd on the Spot. These are all pre-code here. (1945) Boy Comics #24. There was a concentration camp story on this, which makes it very desirable for collectors who collect a lot of things World War II. There it is right there. These are all in really good condition. I have this graded as a 5. It's probably better than that though. From 1945, Jungle Comics, number 71, bondage cover right there. From 1953, still riding in the pre-code area. This is Tales of Horror, number 6. Lower grade, I have this as a 1.5, but again, when you're dealing with certain books like this, all you're ever going to find is lower grade, so there's that there. Here is a Web of Mystery from Ace Comics, and I cannot see the issue number. I don't have it written on the back of the board, so here's that right there. Really nice looking book. Looking at it, it's probably a mid-grade. Really cool looking book right there. Tales of Horror number 12 from 1954. This is a 1.8. A 1.8. Astonishing. The Terror Tales of the Night. Astonishing number 25 from 1953. There's that there. Really cool. I absolutely love the art on these pre-code Golden Age books. One of my favorite covers. This is a Jack the Ripper cover. 1954 Crime Suspense Stories number 25. This cover is attached on this. Lower grade 3.0, but very desirable. Breaking it up a little bit from the horror genre, we have a Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes 1951. Bugs Bunny and a little Porky Pig action right there. Early Archie 1948. This is Archie number 33. Pretty nice book right here. 5.5 is what I graded it. There's that. Anything Archie, especially with either Betty or Veronica on it, is extremely desirable by collectors. That's just another, and that condition too for the age of that book is really good. This is Crack Comics number 42. I graded this a 6.5. You see the stickers. I did show these at a shop here locally during Free Comic Book Day just to let people see some older books. That's why the sticker's on it. There's that there. Fight Comics number 70. This is from 1950. I have this a 5.5. Crime and Punishment. This is number 22 from 1950. Again, another mid-grade beauty for that book right there. Again, just everything about these books I absolutely love. Headline Comics number 25. 1947. I graded this a 6.5. It's probably higher because of the age, and this is an early Kirby book right here. There's some Kirby art inside, and I'm all over that. So early Kirby there. From 1953, this is Adventures in 3D number 1. This is graded a mid-grade 5.5, and then you have the glasses, the original glasses, which are still attached right there. Indian Chief, and I don't have the book number on this one here. This is from 1953, a little different, but just kind of a cool book when I saw it, you know, fighting the bear there. And finally, one of the harder books to find in any condition, and this book is really, really in bad shape. This is a 1.0, maybe even a 0.5, probably, 1.0 because of the rarity of this book. This is Teenage Romance. This is the suggestive cover right there. And again, beat up, but super hard to find. You don't see this book. And when I had an opportunity to buy it, I bought it. So there is that. So those were the books that I had. I hope you enjoyed the Golden Age books. We are running out of some there's some people that are making comments. You have the right to make your comments, but to make comments about, when I was showing the issues with my tattoo, someone kind of made a comment about, aren't you too old to be getting a tattoo? No, I mean, age is relevant. You get a tattoo because you want to get a tattoo. Doesn't matter what you want to get on it. So, again, everybody has their right to their opinion. But if you're going to be, on the nasty side of the opinions, then pretty much keep your opinion to yourself because it's not necessary to badmouth somebody for personal choices. Like I've said, the thing that makes this community great and the thing that makes this channel great is that you can agree to disagree, but don't badmouth somebody because they disagree with you, or don't badmouth somebody because you don't agree with what they're doing. It's their choice, it's their life, and so either enjoy it or don't enjoy it. So again, I appreciate everybody who comes onto this channel. I appreciate everybody who gives it a thumbs up. And if you don't like the channel, give it a thumbs down. I don't hate you for that. But again, if you know somebody who might enjoy the channel, let them know about it. And that's all we got this week. So I hope you liked the video. But as always, if you didn't, nothing I can do for you. Have a great, great day, and I'll see you next week.